Hello everyone. So welcome to the world of mathematics. Yes. So today in the last video, like in last lecture, we have studied only about the introduction related to the paper 3, like how the paper pattern, the paper, how they will ask the paper, and about the first priority, about the second priority, and everything. Okay. So yeah, so we have learned that all the things in the last class. Okay, so in today's class we are going to start with a new things, that is a ratio and proportion. So we are going to start with a chapter ratio and proportion, the very first chapter of the paper 3, the very first chapter of the mathematics, and it will be going very easy peasy, lemon squeezy, ocean freezy. Okay, fine. So what we will do is we are going to start with the ratio and proportion, the very first chapter of the paper 3. So in today's video we are going to learn about the concept and the formula and the tricks all about the ratio and proportion. So in the next video we are going to start with the problems of ratio and proportion, and as I said you in the first video only, based upon the weightage. So almost here in ratio proportion we will solve 40 to 50 sums, and based upon the ratio we will solve the number of sums. Okay, so like ratio and proportion 3 marks or 4 marks, like that type of question they will ask, 3 or 4 questions. So here we will solve almost 40 to 50 sums, and that all 40 to 50 sums is not we will solve the easy peasy sums. We will solve the sums which is very important, the highly expected they can ask in the examination, or the thing is already they have asked in the examination. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so ratio and proportion. So before starting we are going to start with ratio. Okay, yeah, we'll start, we'll write here. Chalega sir. Yes, we'll go with the ratio. भाई बहुत खराब लिखा है भाई. Okay. Okay, this is good. So we'll do with the ratio chapter. Okay, so in ratio, if you ask about the ratio, what is ratio? So guys, see, we know that in the childhood and all we did the ratio. Okay, like not the childhood, nowadays also you will see the ratio, like if you'll see the ratio of boys and ratio of girls. Okay, ratio of number of students passed and ratio of number of students failed. So this is what, these all are the ratios. Okay, ratio means nothing but when we will compare the quantities. Ratio is what? Ratio is nothing but when we will compare the quantities, that is called as a ratio. Okay, because from the word we will get to know it is ratio, comparing. Okay, like 2 by 3, 3 by 4, or 4 is to 5, 11 is to 7, 9 is to 13. So this is what, these all are the ratio where we will compare. Okay, so we will say now, oh, if you will compare the ratio of number of students passed and number of students failed, it is of ratio of 2 is to 3, or the ratio of 1/3, 1 is to 3, or the ratio of 1/4, 1 is to 4. So that is called a nothing but ratio. Okay, so when we will talk about the ratio, guys, as I have said you, each and everything we will provide here. Okay, so notes, theories, important points, formulas, tricks, everything. So that's why once you learn from here, you should not have to go to any other book, any other material. This much will be enough. So please don't go for any other material. This much is literally enough. Promise, guys. Okay, so we'll talk about the ratio. So first of all we'll write the ratio. So what we will write about the ratios? Yes, ratio is what we'll write. Ratio is a comparison Ratio is a comparison of two or more quantities. Ratio is a comparison of two or more quantities. See, it is till here it is very simple. That ratio is what? Ratio is a comparison of two or more quantities. That's done. But very important thing, quantities of same kind and same unit. This is very important, guys. What is the ratio? We learn ratio is a comparison of two or more quantities. This is very important, of same kind and same unit. Why we will want same kind and same unit? That means that, let us suppose we'll take one example. So see, you can see the color, which color do you choose? Okay, so let's take an example over here. Okay, this is example, not your x. In morning sir, we are taking x and okay, so ratio is what? Ratio is a comparison. Ratio is a comparison of two. See, remember the thing, it is not only two, it is two or more quantities. Means maybe 3, 4, like that, who knows. So ratio is what? Ratio is a comparison of two or more quantities of same kind and same unit. What is the reason of same kind and same unit? Why we want the same kind and same unit? Because see, if just example, if I will tell you to compare Rahul's weight and Rohan's height. Rahul's weight and Rohan's height. Now tell me, is it possible to compare the Rahul's weight and Rohan's height? No sir, it is not possible. It is impossible to compare the Rahul's height and Rahul's weight and Rohan's weight. Rahul, naam to suna hoga. So it is impossible to compare the Rahul's weight and Rohan's height. Why? Because they are of not same kind. So this is, guys, what we mean as a kind. Okay, so what we can compare? We can compare the Rahul's weight to Rohan's weight, or if Rahul's height to Rohan's height. Understand? So this is the same kind, weight and weight, otherwise height and height. So like that. Okay, so whatever you are comparing, if you are comparing anyone marks, so percentage with percentage or marks with marks, so this is called a same kind. The kind should be same, means whatever we are taking, the weight, height, anything, it should be same. So it's that, the meaning is that Rahul's weight by Rohan's weight, so it of same kind. And then next we'll understand the same unit. Same unit means, suppose if I will take the Rohan's weight as 55 kg and Rahul's weight as 55 kg and Rohan's weight as 60,000 grams. Now it is possible to compare? No, it is not possible to compare. Why it is not possible to compare? The reason behind is, it is in kg, it is in gram, so it is difficult to compare. So that's why what we will do, we will write both in a same unit. If it is this Rahul's weight is in kg, so we'll write the Rohan's weight also in kg. If suppose Rahul's weight is in gram, we'll take the Rohan's weight also in gram. If you are comparing the height, same. If they have written in centimeter, we'll compare in centimeter. If they have written in meter, we have to compare in meter. If they are written in inches, we have to compare in inches. Okay, so like that. That is the meaning of same kind and same unit. Okay, same kind means both should be same, and unit means this both should be same. Okay, why? The reason behind is, see, this will get kg will get cancelled, and you will get the answer like this, 55 by 60. Because what we know that ratio is unitless. Ratio is unitless, as how we are shameless in studies, right? We will not study until and unless the admit card will come, the last 1 month of the exam will be there, we will not study. We are shameless. Who will study? So like that only, ratio is unitless. It don't have any unit. So that's why we want a same kind and same unit. So that's why unit will get cancelled. So it will become unitless. Okay. So that is a very important thing about the ratio. And what we know till now, we know that ratio is okay, fine. Ratio is a comparison of the quantities, that's okay, common. But the very important thing is same kind and same unit. Same kind and same unit. Okay. Now understand the same kind and same unit. So ratio is unitless. Okay. And see the guys, very important thing in the ratio, every time we have to write the ratio in simplified form. Simplified form is simplest form, but you have to check the option. If suppose in the option it is 55/60, we will tick the 55/60. But if in the option it is in simplified form, we have to convert into simplified form. So simplified form is normal thing, we will take out the common factors from that. Okay, like see here what the factor will take out the common. 5 1 the 5, 5 1 the 5, and here also will take the common factor as 5, so 12. So 11/12. Now you can write the ratio is 11/12, or how will write the ratio? 11:12. All we know this, right? That's it. So every time we have to write the ratio in simplified form, but we have to check the, what we will check? Yes, we have to check the options. If the option is in simplified form, we have to write in simplified form. If the option is like 55/60, we'll write in 55/60. That's it, very simple. Drink water. Okay, fine. So till here, everyone's doubt is clear, correct? So ratio is what? Comparison of two or more quantities of same kind and same unit. Very important, same kind and same unit. And next thing is ratio should be written in simplified form, the simplest form. Okay, but as per based upon the option, but maximum time 95% you can say it is in simplified form. Okay, now we'll go for the next. So see here, if you will talk about the ratio, oops. So ratio is what? Ratio is in the form of fraction. Ratio is in the form of fraction. Fraction we know, guys, it is nothing but x by y. Not your x. So it is x by y. Ratio is what? Ratio is in the form of fraction, where we have x and y, means x by y. So this is what? This is the ratio. We have written in the form of fraction. We know fraction is what? Fraction is that in which we have a numerator and denominator. In which we have a numerator and denominator. So x is the numerator, y is the denominator. So see, till now what we have studied? We have studied that x is what? The numerator. Above one is the numerator and the y, the down one, is the denominator. Okay, till now we have studied this much. X is numerator, y is denominator. But in the ratio and proportion, it will be not numerator and denominator. The name is changed. Why I am saying you the new name? Because in the question they will say the new name. Okay, so that's why you have to know about the new name. So new name is, it is not numerator, it is antecedent. Don't think the accident and all, it is antecedent. And it is not a denominator, it is consequent. Okay, or we can say it as a first term, then it will be a second term, Okay, or you can say as the first quantity and second quantity. Okay, so these are the name for the x and y, and we know that ratio is like it will be written as x is to y. Okay, so before we know that it was numerator and denominator, but now in ratio and proportion it become antecedent and consequent, otherwise first term and second term, or first quantity and second quantity. So it is written in the form of x is to y. Okay, so now next is now next we will see is the very important is guys order of the ratio. Order of the ratio is very important, because suppose if you are writing 11 is 11 by 12. Okay, so if you will write 12 by 11, so these both are not same, so that's why order is important. 11 by 12 means numerator by denominator, you can say antecedent consequent. So this is antecedent consequent, both are not equal. Okay, so very important, order is very important in the ratio. Okay, and we know that ratio between the two numbers should be written in simplified form. Okay, now I see we have to know only one thing is about here is continued ratio. Continued ratio means in which the ratio will be continuing. Suppose we will write x is to y, okay, is to z, okay, is to a, is to b. What is this? This is the ratio is continuing, so that is called continued ratio. Okay, where you are writing the ratio like in a continuation form, like where you are comparing, so that's why we will write comparison of two or more quantities, comparison of two or more quantities. So that's why you can compare the what, you can find the ratio of height of 5 boys, ratio of height of 5 boys. So we'll write like this, suppose this is the ratio of height, means suppose this is the height of 5 boys. Sorry, we'll take the weight, we'll take the weight, all is in kg. Okay, suppose this is the weight of 5 boys, we have to find the ratio or we have to do the comparison. So this will become the continued ratio, 50 is to 55 is to 60 is to 45 is to 70. So this is what, this is a continued ratio where you are continuing the ratio, the comparison will keep on continuing. Okay, that is the continued ratio, easy peasy. Okay, now next thing is very important, in the examination they will ask these things. If suppose they will give any quantities or any ratios, okay, let's suppose they will give a question is let two quantities are in ratio, let two quantities are in ratio 2 is to 3, let two quantities are in ratio 2 is to 3. If the first quantity, or they can say if the first term, or they say if the we'll use this word, chalo, if the antecedent, okay, if the antecedent is 20, find second term. Suppose this is the question. Okay, so this is the question. What we have to do, guys, see, very simple thing what I want to teach you here is, if they will give let two quantities are in ratio 2 is to 3. So guys, what we will do, we will write the two quantities they have written in the ratio 2 is to 3. So we will write 2x and 3x, 2x and 3x. Okay, So this is the thing. This thing I want to teach you here. If suppose they will give the two quantities which are in the ratio, so how to convert the ratio in this variable form? So directly the ratio is 2:3. We will write 2x and 3x. We will write what we will write? Yes, we will write 2x and 3x. Okay. If suppose they will give the ratio as 11:12, so it will become 11x and 12x. So like this we are going to remove the ratio and we are writing in the form of variable. This is like this, we are going to remove the ratio, okay, and we are going to write in the variable form. Okay, so 2x and 3x. As I have said, if they will give ratio is 20:23, so it will become 20x and 23x. Yes, good guys, good. Okay, now what, see here what they said, if the antecedent is 20, so we know first one is the antecedent, second is the consequent. Yes sir. So they are given antecedent is 20, so antecedent is what? 2x is 20. Antecedent is 20, so antecedent is what? 2x is 20. So we'll get the x is equals to 20/2, that is 10. X is equals to 20/2, that is 10. Okay, now they said find the second term. Guys, second term means 3x, or they will say find the consequent, or they will say find the second quantity. Like this is the question. Okay, to find the second term is 3x, x is 10, so 3 into 10, it will become 30. Simple. Okay, so answer is 30. So like this, how they will ask for the antecedent and consequent. Okay, now next thing, suppose we have a ratio. Okay, we'll write in the ratio. In the ratio, if A is greater than B, in the ratio if A is greater than B, A is greater than B means, yes, numerator is greater than denominator, or you can say antecedent is greater than consequent. If A is greater than B, okay, it is known as greater inequality. Okay, if the ratio A is greater than B means the numerator is greater than denominator. Example, you can take anything, 9/7. So 9/7 means 9 is greater than 7. Okay, example, you can take 9/7. So here 9 is greater than 7. 13/10, here 13 is greater than 10. 5/2, here 5 is greater than 2. So this is greater inequality where the A is greater than B, or you can say where antecedent is greater than consequent, okay, or where the numerator is greater than denominator. Same thing is next. In the ratio, if A is lesser than B, in the ratio if A is lesser than B means numerator is smaller than denominator, or you can say denominator is greater than numerator, or you can say antecedent is smaller than consequent, or consequent is greater than antecedent. So what will happen? It is known as lesser inequalities. So see, whatever the notes I am writing here and however like I am writing here, you have to write the same thing. Okay, so see, these much notes is enough. More than this, any extra is not there and any less is not there. This is exact and accurate. So after this, again, don't go for any other notes and you are searching the notes and all. Okay, no. So if you'll keep on doing like this, that will lead to the second attempt. Okay, so what you have to do from starting to ending, you have to continue with only one lecturer. Okay, it's not like you have started with me, you have studied, you have studied the 60% from me, then 40% from other syllabus, from other teacher. Okay, or you have studied and learned from me, and then again you went and start learning the same thing with other faculty or other professor or other like YouTube videos and all. So what will happen, the reason is my way of explaining is different, another person way of explaining is different. So my way of solving is different, other person way of solving is different. So you have understand from my my perspective, my aspect you have understand, but now you will start learning from other faculty. So what will happen, you will get mixed up that, oh, this sir has taught me by this way, okay, that sir has taught me by that way, so which shall I take? But answer for both answer is correct, because this is a maths. Okay, suppose you are staying in apartment, you are staying in apartment, you are in the 10th floor, and now I will say that I am down near the gate. Okay, you are staying in apartment, you are on the 10th floor, and I am near the main gate. I called you, like, where are you? Come down to the gate, we will go outside. So now see here, what is your aim? Your aim is to reach near the gate. Okay, so how many ways are there to reaching to the gate? First thing is you can go with the help of stairs. Second thing is you can use the lift. Third thing is you can jump directly from the window, which is not possible, but still. Fourth, if you have a parachute, you will land with a parachute. So these are the what? These are the ways. But the thing is what? The thing is you are reaching to the final, that is near the gate. So that is a maths. You can go in a different ways. 3-4 ways are there, you can go in a different ways, but the main aim, the answer should be correct. So like that, every faculty, every teacher will teach you the same thing, means answer will come same only, but the way. I will choose the stairs, other teacher will choose the lift, other teacher will choose the direct jumping, other teacher will choose a parachute. So that's the way. Okay, so if you have started learning from my, so you continue from my only, don't start with the same thing with other faculty and all. You will get confused, answer will be correct, you will get confused with the steps. Okay, fine. Now we will start with the next is types of ratios. You will write on the heading. Okay, now see, this is very easy and very scoring, and from here they will ask in the examination also. Types of ratios. So I see, you have to focus here, concentrate here. Okay, so whatever I am writing, please don't write with me. Okay, first you understand the concept clearly, then you pause it, then you copy it down, then again you start. If you are copying with me, you will, chances is there you can miss the some few things if I will tell the important things. Okay, so don't copy with me. Okay, so types of ratio. First type is compound ratio. You can say compound ratio or compounded ratio, both are same. CR07. Yeah, I am also fan of CR. Okay, so types of ratio. Types of ratio is, first is what? You can say compound ratio or you can say compounded ratio, both are similar. Okay, so formula for Okay, literally, I am not in a sleepy mode. I don't know why it is coming. Okay, literally, I am not in a sleepy mode. I slept properly. Okay, so compounded ratio, if you will write the formula, the compounded ratio formula is the ratio of this product of antecedent divided by product of consequent. What is the formula of compounded ratio? Compounded ratio formula is product of antecedent by product of consequent. Example, yes. Suppose you have a ratio is like this. Okay, suppose these are the ratios and you have to find the compounded ratio. Suppose these are the ratios, you have to find the compounded ratio. Okay, so compounded ratio is what? Product of antecedent by product of consequent. So see, antecedent means the numerator and consequent means the denominator. So product of antecedent means product of numerator, 3 into 15 into 2 into 28 into 20 and 3, 15, 2, 20. Okay, now I see here what we will do is okay, wait a moment. Yeah, so here guys, what we will do is, see here, the very important thing, the product of antecedent by product of consequent. I went for bringing this calculator. Okay, so product of antecedent by product of consequent. So see, what we will do is, we will use the Newton brain. Okay, we will use the Newton brain. What we will do is, okay, product of antecedent by product of consequent, you will multiply 3 into 15 into 2 into 28 into 20. Then let's see, what is there? 3 into 15, 45, 45 into 2, 90, 90 into 20 is 1800, correct? Yes, 1800 into 28, it is 50,400. Okay, and next is, guys, see, easy type of calculation, please don't use the calculator, you will waste the time. Like 5 9 the 45. So like this, 3 into 15, 45, 45 to the 90, 90 into 20, 1800, 9 to the 18 and 00, 1800. So for this type of easy calculation, don't use the calculator, you can use direct. Okay, but if you are not confident, please use the calculator. Otherwise in the examination you will remember my word, oh sir said that for easy calculation don't use the calculator. You know that your calculation is doing wrong, means you are doing a wrong calculation, your calculation is wrong, but still you are like, be positive. The sir has said to not use the calculator in easy calculation, I will not use. Okay, don't do this thing and all. Okay, so 9 5 the 45, 45 into 7, sorry, wait, 5 9 the 45, 45 into 7, 315, 315 into 16 into 30, so you will get 15, okay, 1 lakh, my god. Okay, now this is the answer you are getting, right? Product of antecedent by product of consequent. But what we learn about the ratio, that ratio should be in simplified form. So now what you will do, you will start cancelling it. Okay, it will go by 2, it will go by 2, then 3, like that, and all you will calculate. So this is a Newton brain. We will take a long method. Again, you have to simplify and write this both in a simplified form. So guys, what will happen? It will take a long method to do the simplification, because anyhow you are not going to write in the decimal form. You have to write in a fraction form. So you have to start taking out the common factor from both numerator and denominator, and then you will cancel, and then you will get the answer. When you will get the answer, you will say yes. Examiner will say yes, time up. Okay. So the thing is, what we have to do is, you have to use our human brain, Mentos. Okay. The thing is, what we will do, we will cancel out here only. Like this type of sums, what we will do, we will cancel out here only, and directly at the end we are going to get the simplified answer. No need of doing simplification and all. Learn this guys tricks and thanks me later. So we will cancel here. 3 1 the 3, 3 3 the 9, 5 1 the 5, 5 3 the 15, then 2 1 the 2, 2 8 the 16, 7 1 the 7, it is 7 4 the 28, then this 0 and this 0 will get cancelled. So now you will see here 3 and 3 will get cancelled, right? This 0 and 0 will get cancelled, so it is 2 and 3, so 3 will get cancelled. So here see 1 3, okay, see 4 to the 8 will get cancelled. So in the numerator we will get 1 and the denominator will get 3 1 by 3. So answer is 1:3. See, directly you will get the answer in simplified form. That's it. No need of using the again calculation, the long calculation, then again there for long calculation you are simplifying. No. Just this is a human brain, Mentos life. So this is the first thing. First thing is what? First thing is compounded ratio. So compounded ratio means, formula is what? Product of, yes, antecedent by product of consequent. And then guys, the next thing is, that is very easy, all we know also. Second number is inverse ratio. Yes, this is very easy. Okay, inverse ratio. So inverse means what? By the name we will get to know, it's inverse, opposite. Okay, suppose any ratio is 2 by 3. So inverse ratio is 3 by 2. Any ratio is 11 by 15. Inverse ratio is 15 by 11. So this is the inverse. Inverse means what? Inverse means we will do opposite. Okay, here the numerator will become denominator, denominator will become the numerator, or you can say antecedent will become the consequent, consequent will become the antecedent. So that is the inverse ratio. Now we will go for the third number. Okay. See, the third number and fourth number are very much related to each other. Okay. Third number is duplicate ratio. Third number is what? Third number is duplicate ratio. Duplicate ratio. Fourth number is sub duplicate ratio. Fourth number is sub duplicate ratio. Okay. So duplicate ratio means what? Suppose we have any ratio x by y. If we have to find the duplicate ratio, it will become square, x square by y square. That is the duplicate ratio. Square we will do. Okay, just imagine if any ratio is 4 by 7. So duplicate ratio is, we have to do the square. 4 square by 7 square. The 4 square is 16 by 7 square is 49. Simple. If same any ratio is suppose 11 by 17. So you have to find the duplicate ratio. So what we will do? Yes, we will do the square of that. 11 square by 17 square. So 11 square is 121 divided by 17 square 289. So duplicate ratio is what? Nothing but whatever the given ratio is there, we are going to do the square of that ratio. That is a duplicate ratio. So x by y means x square by y square. Now next is subduplicate. Subduplicate means suppose any ratio is given x by y. So for finding subduplicate ratio, we will do the square root of this, square root of the ratio. So see, duplicate, so that's why name is subduplicate. So duplicate means we will do the square of the ratio. Subduplicate means we will do the square root of the ratio. Let's suppose as an example, 64 by 100 is a one ratio. We have to find the subduplicate. The subduplicate means we will do the square root. The square root of 64 by square root of 100. So guys, square root we know, right? You have a calculator. Okay. So you will press the 64. After that in the calculator you will see you have a square root button like this. This is a button. You will get this button. So this button is what? Square root button, everyone knows. So this button is what? Square root button. So you have to press the number 64 and then press this button, that square root button. You will get the answer is right. You will get the answer is 8. Divided by same 100, we will press the 100 and then square root means for this we will use this square root button. So we will press that one. So it will become 10. Same you can take any number. This is the perfect square number, it's fine. We will take any number like 120 divided by 83. 120 divided by 83, you have to find the subduplicate. Subduplicate means we will do the square root. So 120 square root divided by 83 square root. So what we will do? Again we will press the 120 and then we will use this button because this button is for square root. So square root, you will get 10.95 divided by now 83. Same 83 square root 9.11. And one thing guys, don't get confused that oh shit, the option is coming in, means the ratio is coming in decimal. No worries, it can come, who cares? Okay, so 10.95 is to 9.11, that's it. Okay, so duplicate ratio and subduplicate ratio. Now we'll go for next one. See the fifth number and sixth number. Fifth number and sixth number is again similar to each other. Fifth one and sixth one, because fifth one is triplicate ratio. Fifth one is triplicate ratio. Sixth one is subtriplicate ratio. Sixth one is, yes, subtriplicate ratio. Subtriplicate ratio. Subtriplicate ratio. So what we are going to do? We are going to use the same thing. If suppose triplicate ratio means if any ratio is given x by y, if you have to find the triplicate, triplicate means cube, x cube by y cube. That's it for triplicate. Triplicate means any ratio is given, you have to do the cube of that ratio. So that is a triplicate ratio. Subtriplicate means if any ratio is given, we have to do the subtriplicate means cube root. Yes, so we have to do the cube root of the ratio. So that is a subtriplicate ratio. So like this, Okay. Now guys, very important thing, before going with this triplicate and subtriplicate, I will tell you the important thing. Wait a moment. Okay. Yeah. So very important thing, we have to learn the few thing over here. Let's start. This is a very important thing, guys. Suppose the first thing, if I will give you any number, okay, like take 11 power 9. 11 power 9. So first thing we are learning about when the power is much more, like suppose 7.5 power 11, this like a number. So how you are going to solve with the help of calculator? So see, what you have to do is, you have a two options. Either you will do 11 power 9 means 11 into 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 till 9 times, then you will get the answer. Or 7.5 power 11 means 7.5 into 7.5 into 7.5 into 7 till 11 times, then you will get the answer. So it is a very lengthy. I see, understand the thing, whoever is in your mind, keep them aside. Okay, focus here with no one in the mind. Okay, समझ रहे हो? So focus here with no one in your mind. Okay, and you will understand it. So after understanding, after the class and all, you can again bring them back. Okay, who cares? So but now we cares, like whoever in your mind. Okay, now see, next thing what you will do, guys, next thing we'll take the calculator, we will press, first we will do 11 power 9, we will do 11 power 9. So what we are going to do, we are pressing 11 into 11 equals to, okay, 11 into 11 then equals to, how many times happen? 2 times. Very good. What we are going to do, we are pressing like this, 11 into 11 then equals to, so you will get 121. This is how many times? This is 2 times, because see, 11 into 11, one time, second time, so it is 2 times, you will get 121. But see, in the calculator here, how many steps they are showing? They are showing 3 steps. So remember the thing, whatever the number of times you will do, they will show 1 step more. Why? Because of the reason is, the third step is you have pressed this equal button. Okay, so understand the thing, how many times you will do, they will show 1 more step. Okay, so how many times we did? 11 into 11, so 2 times, but they are showing the step as 3 steps. Okay, so guys, we have to go till 9 times, we have to go till 9 times. So what I said here, how many times we have to go, 1 more step it will show. Okay, so we have to go for 9 times, means it will show 10 steps. Okay, see, what you have to do is very simple thing, take the calculator, press 11 into 11 then equals to, 11 into 11 equals to, so how many times happen? 2 times. How many times happen? 2 times, but it will show here 3 steps. Okay, times and steps. Now we have to go till 11 power 9 times. So guys, see here, what we are going to do, again 11 into 11 equals to, how many times happen? 2 times. Okay, but we have to go till 9 times. So after that we have to press the equal button 2 times over, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So first thing, like suppose 7.5 power 11 means 7.5 into 7.5 equals to, how many times happen? 2 times, because 7.5 into 7.5 equals to, so 2 times. Then after that what you have to do, from third time you have to start pressing the equal button. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th. This is the easiest trick method. So how much you are getting? You are getting guys 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 4, 7, 6, 9, 1. Okay, you are getting this much. This is 11 power 9. But see the steps is 10. Means what we will understand, that we can understand in place of, see, we did 11 into 11 equals to, so 2 times, every time it will come 2 times. Then we have to see the power is 9, means one more step, 10. So we have to press the equal button until the steps will come 10. Like same we will see for 7.5. So what we will do, we will take the calculator, we will press 7.5 into 7.5 equals to, how many times happen? 2 times. 7.5 into 7.5 then equals to, it happens 2 times. Okay, now how many times we have to go? We have to go 11 times, means how many steps? Yes, one more steps, because we have seen 9 times, we did 9 times, but a step was 10. Yes, now we have to do 11 times, so a step should have to be 12. Yes, one more step. So first what we will do, first step is we have to do 7.5 into 7.5 equals to 2 times, done. After that our work is to press the equal button till how many steps should have to appear? Yes, 12, one more steps, we will say one more steps. So it is 11 power, means 12 steps. We will start pressing the equal button until it will come 12 steps. Why we want 12 steps? Because from the power one more steps, 12 steps, because we know if you will do 7.5 into 7.5 equals to, we did only 2 times but the step will show 3. Means how many times we are doing? One more steps. So after doing the 2 steps, next is we have to press equal button till how many times? So it is 7.5 power 11. So means till one more steps, means till 12 steps you have to press the equal button till 12 steps. So it will be 4, 2, 2, 3, 5, 13603.16. Understand? One more, last one. Suppose we have 3.7 power 7. So 3.7 power 7. So what we will do, pause the video and try. And then guys what we will do is 3.7 power 7. So first of all we will do 3.7 into 3.7 equals to, how many times happen? Yes, 2 times, but the step showing is 3, one more steps. So 2 times, done. Then guys we have to press the equal button till 7 times, means till 8 steps. Correct? 7 times means one more step, 8 steps. Or if you are feeling difficulty, you can do like this, 3.7 into 3.7 equals to, done 2 times. Then equal to, you have to count from 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 7 times. Like this you can count. 3.7 into 3.7 equals to, 2 times, done. Then next you have to press the equals to, will count from 3 times. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 12 means 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Or you can do like that, 3.7 into 3.7 equals. Okay. Then after that it is 7 power, means one more step, 8. So you have to press the equal button till the 8 steps will appear here on the calculator. Okay. So you can see the answer is 9493.18. Easy. Yes. Now this is easy. Now guys, the another thing is, suppose you will get like this. See, square root of suppose 120. Square root we know guys how to find. Just we will write the 120 in the calculator, then we will press the square root button. We will get the square root 10.95. Okay. But same thing. If suppose they will give you cube root. Okay. Cube root of 300, or suppose they will give 125 fourth root. Okay, anything they can give, or suppose it will be like this, 72 power 5 seventh root. 72 power 5 seventh root. So now this thing you cannot able to find with the help of calculator. So guys, what the thing we have to do is, first thing we have to do a conversion here. First thing is what we have to do is conversion. We have to write in a simplified form. So simplified form means, see, 120 square root. So what we can do, see how we will write. Whatever the number is there, we will write the number as it is. So what is the number? 120. We will write the number 120 as it is. Then we will see the power of the number. Power of the number is what? 1. Correct. If nothing means 1. So 1 will write in the numerator, divided by whatever the square root, whatever the root, we will write the root in the denominator. So root is square root. So square root means 2. Okay, so first thing is you have to write in this form, simplified form. So guys, what you will do, first thing we will write whatever the given number is there, we have to write the number as it is. Then after that, in the power we have to write this. What is the power? Power is 1, so we will write 1 in the numerator, divided by whatever the root, we have to write here. Root is square root. Square root means 2. We will write in the denominator. Same like this. See, this 5th number, 6th number, 7th number is not possible to find directly with the help of calculator. So first thing what we will do, first thing we have to convert or write in this form, simplest form. So how we will write? Very simple. First of all, we will write the number. So number is 300. Yes. Then here in the power, for the numerator and denominator will come. For the numerator, we have to write what is the power here. The 300 power 1, because 2 power 1 is 2. So 300 power 1 is 300. So here nothing but power is 1, divided by, in the denominator we have to write what is the root. So what is the root? Cube root. Cube root means the third root. Okay. So 300 power 1 by 3. Same we will write for this. First we will write the number 125. Then what is the power of 125? Nothing means 1. 1 divided by, what is the root? Root is fourth root. 1 by 4. Guys, if nothing is there, don't take the 0. Okay, because anything to the power 0 is 1. Anything to the power 0 is 1. So anything to the power 1 is the same number. Okay, so every time the power is 1. If you will take the power 0, that means it is not a 125. It will become 1. So it will become a wrong. Okay. Yeah. Now next thing is what? For this. So this is what number is 72. We will write the number as it is 72. What is the power of number? Power of number is 5. So we will write the 5 in the numerator, divided by, what is the root? It's a 7th root. It's a 7th root. So 7th root we will write in the denominator. Like this, guys, we have to write. We have to, first thing is we have to convert like this. Okay. Then after that we have a trick. We will follow that trick and we will get the answer. Okay. The first thing what we will do, yes. First thing is, let's suppose we will write for one more. Okay, 320 power 3 sixth root. Okay, so how we are going to write? Yes, very good. We will write, first of all we will write the number as it is. We will write the number as it is 320. We will write the number as it is 320. Okay, very good. We have to write the number as it is 320. Then what we will do? In the power we have to write the numerator and denominator. So numerator is what? The same number, means what is in the power, same will come in the numerator. So power is 3, so it will come in the numerator 3, and the denominator is what? The root. What the root is, that root will come in the denominator. So it's a sixth root. So 6 will come in the denominator. Okay. So this is the thing. First thing we get to know from root how we are writing in the simplest form. Okay. I don't think so anyone have doubt. Anyone have doubt, guys? Anyone have doubt? Anyone? No sir, no sir. Very good. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Okay, now guys, next thing, I am going to give you the steps. So this is the step for calculator. When power is in fraction, when power is in fraction, when power is in fraction, you have to use when power is in fraction, you have to use this calculator tricks. See, power is in fraction means what? Power is in fraction means, see this, fraction means numerator and denominator. So see, 1 by 2, numerator, denominator, numerator, denominator, numerator, denominator, numerator, denominator, numerator, denominator. So when power is in fraction means when we have a power as a numerator and denominator. So that will be called as a power is in fraction, when we have a power as numerator and denominator. Okay, so now guys, we have to use this. What the thing we will use is, first of all we will type the number. First of all what we will do, we will type the number. So let's see, for the square root we don't want, directly we will calculate the square root from the calculator. We will take this one, cube root. So what we will do, first of all we have to type the number. So what is the number? 300. So we'll type in the calculator 300. Then guys, you have a square root button. You have to press the square root button 12 times. You have to press the square root button 12 times, means you have a square root button. Okay, you have to press it 12 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You have to press till 12 times. So what, that is not the answer. Ruko zara sabar karo. So what the answer, whatever the answer will come, you have to do -1. So we will do -1. Then guys, multiply with numerator. Multiply with numerator, divide by denominator. So multiply with numerator and divide by denominator means, see, we'll see the power. This is a numerator, this is a denominator. So multiply with numerator means multiply with 1. Divide by denominator means divide by denominator is what? 3. Yes, divide by 3. So whatever you are getting, you have to do the +1, and the last very important step is multiply equal. The last step is what? Multiply equal. You have to press 12 sets. 12 sets means, those who are going for gym, don't think a 12 sets. What? Okay, a set dosa. No, okay. So 12 set means, guys, see here, multiply equal 1 set, multiply equal 2 set, multiply equal 3 set, multiply equal 4 set, like that 12 set means, see this, multiply equal 1 set. So multiply equal 2 set, multiply equal 3 set, multiply equal 4 set, multiply equal 5 set, like that. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 6.70. So remember the thing guys, only this number, numerator and denominator will change. Remaining all the thing will same, whatever the number is given, whatever the root is given. Okay, because see the number for all is different. 300, 125, 72, then 320. So number will be different for all, and then numerator and denominator will also be different for all. You can see the numerator denominator is 1 by 3, 1 by 4, 5 by 7, 3 by 6. So numerator and denominator will be also different. So only number, numerator, denominator will be different. All the steps will remain same. Now you will ask, what is the reason behind 12 times and 12 sets? Because see the scientists started from 1 time 1 set. Okay. So till 12 time and 12 set you are getting the accurate answer. 13 time 13 sets or 14 time 14 sets you will reach to the 100% accuracy. So 12 time 12 set you are reaching to 99% of accuracy, which is much enough. Okay. So this will be the same. We will do now 7th one. So what we will do guys, this is the shortcut trick method you have to write. So what we will do, the 7th one. 7th one is, what is the number? Yes, 72 is the number. So we'll write the number 72. Very good. According to this, we'll write the number first. 72. Then second step is what? Second step is we have to press the square root 12 times. So square root 12 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. After that, whatever you will get, minus 1. Then you have to press the equal button. Then multiply with numerator. So numerator is what? 5, because we are doing 72 power 5 by 7. So numerator is 5. So multiply with 5. Denominator is 7. So divide by denominator. So divide by 7. Then plus 1. Then the last is multiply equal 12 sets. So remember the thing, multiply equal 1 set, multiply equal 2 sets, multiply equal 3 sets, like that 12 sets. Multiply equal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 21.2. 21.22. Easy. The same thing you will try. So this method will remain same for all. Okay. So guys, what you have to do is just try for this one and then this one, and then you can understand what is the thing. Okay. So this is the method for all. It will remain same. And when the method we will apply, when the power is in fraction. When we will apply guys, when the power is in fraction. So fraction, what we know? Fraction we know it is in the form of x by y, like a numerator and denominator. Okay. So I hope this concept is clear. So now we'll come for here. So triplicate ratio means you have to do the cube. So suppose you will take the ratio as 11 divided by 18. 11 divided by 18. You have to find the triplicate ratio. So what we will do? 11 divided by 18. You have to find the triplicate ratio. So 11 cube by 18 cube. So what will become? Yeah, you have to calculate. So 11 into 11, 1331 divided by 18 power 3. So 18 into 18 into 18. For small you can do guys, 5832. 5832. Okay. So this is for the triplicate. Triplicate means what we will do? Any number, any ratio is given. Suppose the ratio is 22 by 25. The ratio is this. You have to find the triplicate ratio. So what we will do? We will do 22 whole cube divided by 25 cube, because triplicate is what? Triplicate is the whatever the ratio is given, we have to do the cube of that. Okay. So 22 into 22 into, it is 10648. Okay, next is 25 cube. So 25 into 25 into 25, it is 15625. This is a triplicate ratio. Okay, and next will come for the subtriplicate ratio. Okay, subtriplicate means what? The simple thing, whatever the ratio is given, we have to do the cube root of that. Fine, and we know that cube root is not going to get with the help of calculator, so we have to convert in the simplest form. Okay, then after that we have to do the method when the power is in fraction. Okay, like suppose the example is 400 divided by 350. 400 divided by 350. So what we have to do, guys? We have to do the 400 divided by 350 means this is a given ratio. We have to find the subtriplicate ratio. So subtriplicate ratio means that, see what will happen, subtriplicate ratio means for the given ratio we have to do the cube root of that ratio. So that will become subtriplicate ratio. So do it. We know how to write. First of all, we will convert. So it is we will write the number as it is 400. Then in the numerator the power. Power is nothing but 1 divided by root. Root is what? Third root, cube root. So it will become 3. Same divided by 350. Power 1 by 3. Same you will use the power is in fraction, right? Okay, so 400 square root 12 times. Then minus 1. Then multiply with numerator. So numerator is 1. Then divide by denominator. So denominator is 3. Okay, sorry guys, 400 then 12 times 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. Okay, then minus 1, then multiply with numerator. Numerator is 1. Then divide by denominator. Denominator is 3. Okay, then after that we have to do plus 1. Then multiply equals 12 set. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. 7.37. So for this we will get 7.37. Same like that you have to find for 350 and you will get the answer. Okay, so these are the important things. First of all, we understand the ratios. Okay, ratio is what? Comparison of two or more quantities. Okay, two or more quantities, but what is a very important thing? Same kind and same unit. So that's why, and next thing is what? So that's why this unit will get cancelled and the ratio is a unitless. So what we have to do here, we have to, after getting the ratio, we have to write in a simplified form. Every time the ratio is in simplified form. Then the ratio, we know x is like a form of numerator and denominator. Ratio is nothing but like a fraction form. So it is a numerator and denominator. So before we are saying numerator and denominator, but now the numerator is antecedent, denominator is consequent, or first term first quantity or second term second quantity. So ratio is written in the form of x is to y, and it should be in proper manner. 11 by 12 means it is not equals to 12 by 11. 11 by 12 means it is equals to 11 by 12 only. Now this is a continued ratio. Okay, this you understand, if any quantities they are given in the ratio. So how to convert the ratio in the variable form is like 2 is to 3. We will take 2x and 3x. If suppose it is 11 is to 12. So 11x and 12x. And then consequent is equals to consequent. And then antecedent is equals to antecedent. Now the lesser inequalities, greater inequalities we know. Now types of ratio. First ratio we get to know is compounded ratio. Compounded ratio is what? Product of antecedent divided by product of consequent. And here I have said you what we have to do. We will not use the Newton brain. We will use the human brain, and here only we will cancel all the things, so we will get the answer in the simplified form. Second thing is inverse ratio. We know opposite will become the inverse. Next is duplicate ratio and sub-duplicate ratio. So duplicate ratio means whatever the ratio is given, we have to do the square of that ratio. It will become duplicate ratio. Sub-duplicate ratio means whatever the ratio is given, we have to do the square root of that ratio. So it will become sub-duplicate ratio. Next is triplicate ratio and sub-triplicate ratio. So triplicate ratio means whatever the ratio is given, we have to do the cube of that ratio. That is the triplicate ratio. Sub-triplicate ratio means whatever the ratio is given, we have to do the cube root of that ratio. Cube root of. So cube root is this, and we know how to simplify, means how to write in the simplest form, and then how to find by using this slide. Okay. Here we understand how to find for this much big powers, and then first thing we understand that how to write the root in the simplest form, and then after that we will use this calculator tricks when power is in fraction, and we are going to get the answer. Okay, so till here we understand the thing. Okay, so these are the types of ratios. Okay, so the next thing we are going to start with a very important thing which they will ask in the examination for the question from this concept. Okay, so this concept is important. Okay, so the concept here is, see, you have to see if any quantity is given. Okay, so if any quantity is given and then that quantity is whether increased or decreased by some ratio. Okay, suppose any quantity is given and that quantity is increased or decreased by any ratio, then you have to find the new quantity. Okay, so what is the question? Like, this is the topic, the concept is any quantity is there. Okay, suppose any quantity is increased, or decreased. Okay, suppose any quantity is increased or decreased, because the possibility is there, either the quantity can increase or either the quantity can decrease. So if any quantity is increased or any quantity is decreased by some ratio, if any quantity is increased or decreased by some ratio. Okay, if any quantity is suppose increased or any quantity is decreased by some ratio, then new quantity, then you have to find the new quantity. So understand the thing, then we have to find the new quantity. So therefore new quantity formula is, so what is that? The any quantity is increased or decreased by some ratio. So let us suppose we will take the ratio given as A is to B. Here we are not taking X is to Y. So here is A is to B. So quantity is increased or decreased. Let's suppose any quantity is given. Okay, so either that quantity can be increased or that quantity can be decreased. So whatever, if the given quantity, from that quantity is increased or quantity is decreased by some ratios A is to B, then you have to find the new quantity. So new quantity formula is this: original value. Okay, new quantity formula is original value into, we will inverse the ratio. Original quantity into inverse the ratio means ratio is A is to B, it will become into B by A. Okay, that's it, into B by A. Okay, this is a formula. So let's suppose one question will be there. Let's suppose we'll do with a one question. Okay, so a question is, a company employs 10 employees. A company employs 10 employees. The salary of each employee is 6,000 per month. Okay, if the number of employees is reduced in the ratio 5:4, and the salary of each employee is increased in the ratio 3:4, then find out what will be the number of employees, and what will be their salary, Okay, so yeah, so this is a question. So what we have to do here is we see the question is the similar. Yeah, so what is the question says that? Question says that a company employs 10 employees. The company employs 10 employees. So employees was 10 and salary of each employee is 6,000. So salary is also 6,000. So they said that total number of employees 10, salary is 6,000. So first of all we will see about the employees. They said a company employs 10 employees. Okay, if the number of employees is reduced in the ratio 5:4. So see what we know that either the employees either the quantity can increased or either the quantity can decreased. Okay, the two things will happen, either the quantity can increase or either the quantity can decrease. So here what will happen, we are talking only about the employees. So a company employs 10 employees. So 10 employees, if the number of employees is reduced in the ratio 5:4, okay, and the salary of each employee salary is increased in the ratio 3:4, then find out what will be the number of employees and what will be the salary. So same thing, first of all we have to find the number of employees. So we have to find the number of employees. So number of employees means, guys, here what we see in the question. In the question we have seen that employee was 10, then number of employees is reduced, means decreased in the ratio A:B, means 5:4. We have to find the new employee. And salary, what is given? Salary was 6,000 and the salary of each employee is increased, means quantity is increased in the ratio A:B, means 3:4. So you have to find the new salary. That's it. So number of employees means we will write the original value. So original value was 10, original value 10 into ratio will do reverse, B into A, B by A. So ratio of the number of employees is 5:4. So it will become 4 by 5. We will take opposite, 4 by 5. The 5 to the 10, 4 to the 8. So number of employees was 10, then it reduced and it's become 8. The same we will see for the for the salary, not number of salary. We will see for the salary, a new salary, whatever you can write. Okay, new salary. The salary also will see the same thing. What is given? The salary, the original salary was 6,000. Okay, then it increased in the ratio 3:4. It increased in the ratio 3:4. Okay, so new salary means what? Original salary. Original salary is 6,000 into, we will inverse the ratio. So ratio is 3:4. So inverse it, it will become 4 by 3, because what is the formula? Formula we have written is original value into B by A. Okay, so here original value into B by A. So A by B is 3 by 4, B by A means 4 by 3. So 3 1 the 3, it will become 2,000, it will become 8,000. So see, salary was 6,000. Now salary increased and it reached to 8,000. So this is the concept, and I hope you understand this concept. Okay, yes. Now we will go for the next slide, and very important thing, another important. So what you have to do is pause it, understand it properly. Pause it and then understand it properly. Okay. Okay, so pause it and understand it properly. Now what next? This 2. The 2 is, suppose any number n is given. Any number n is given and that divides in the ratio A:B. And here same, any number is given and that is in the ratio of A:B:C. Okay. So what is this? This is any number is given which is in the ratio A:B. And here it is what? Any number is given which is in the ratio of A:B:C. So remember the thing, first one is any number is given which is in the ratio of A:B, 2 ratio, A:B. And third thing is any number n is given which is in the ratio of 3 ratios, A:B:C. So remember the thing, how many ratios are there, that many parts will be there. Okay, suppose here any number n, okay, any number n is given which is in the ratio A:B. So how many ratios are there? 2 ratios. So we will get the 2 parts, part A and part B. Okay, same here we will see the any number n is given and it is in the ratio A:B:C. So how many ratios are there? 3 ratios are there. So it will get divided into 3 parts. See, in the examination they will ask, they will give, like suppose a number 12 is there which is divided in the ratio of 1:2:3. Find the third part. Okay, so it is divided in the ratio of A:B:C, means 1:2:3. 3 ratios are there. So 3 part will be there. Part A, part B, part C. So if they will say find the third part, means directly we have to find the part C. So we have a formula for that. Okay, so just understand the concept. When we will do the sum, we will make it clear. Okay, so this is the important, I hope everyone has cleared this concept. Okay, this is the very important. When any quantity is given and whether that quantity is decreased or whether that quantity is increased by some ratios, that ratio is A:B. So you have to find the new quantity. So new quantity is what? The original quantity into, we will inverse the ratio. So ratio is given in the form of A by B, it will become B by A. That's it. Okay, now here is what? Here is any number is given and that number is in the ratio A is to B, means 2 ratios to 2 part, first part A, second part B. Or here any ratio n is given, any number n is given which is in the ratio of A is to B is to C, and means 3 ratios, so 3 part A, B, C. Okay, so see, formula is same. Then whatever the number is given divided by sum of ratios, number divided by sum of ratios. Here also number divided by sum of ratios. Here also number divided by sum of ratios. Here also number divided by sum of ratios. Okay, till here it is same. Number divided by sum of ratio, 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 number divided by sum of ratios. Now next thing is just understand. This is the first part, so we will multiply with first ratio. This is the second part, so we will multiply with second ratio. This is a what? Same, first part, so multiply with first ratio. This is the second part, multiply with second ratio. This is the third part, multiply with third ratio. That's it. If they will say to find the third part, directly we will use the number divided by sum of the ratios into third part. So suppose ratio is 1 is to 2 is to 3. So we will use the 3 for the third part, 2 for the second part, 1 for the first part. That's it. Okay. So pause it, understand it, because this is the end for the concept of ratios, not the proportion. This is the end for the concept of ratios. Now we will go for the concept of proportion. Now we will go for the concept of proportion. Okay. Yeah. Now we will start with the concept for proportions. See, proportion concept is not much big. Proportion concept is very easy and very small. And once again I am saying, guys, whatever the topic and whichever the topics I am skipping it or I am not doing, please you also skip it. Don't do, because the question will not going to come from that. Okay, and if suppose for any topic we have alternate method, means we are going to use that method. Okay, so please stick to my notes. See, every notes I am providing you, so stick to the notes, and then next class we will start with the sums. So every sums also we will provide, so stick to that sums. So 40-50 sums we will do, which is already like previous year appeared questions or the highly important questions. So what will happen, it will become easy for you. Okay, it will become very easy to you to understand the concept. Okay, and just stick it, this much you will do easily. 85, your depends upon you, 80 plus 2 easily. Okay, now we'll talk about the proportion. So proportion is what? Suppose if we have a two ratios, if two ratios are equals to each other, that is called proportion. Suppose this is a ratio A by B, if it is equals to another ratio X by Y, so that is called proportion. So what is the proportion? Proportion we will write here, if two ratios are equal to each other, if two ratios are equal to each other, then it is called proportion. If two ratios are equal to each other, then it is called proportion. So see this, the two ratios A by B is equals to X by Y. So A by B is the one ratio which is equals to X by Y is another ratio. See, in the ratio we know that there are two quantities, first quantity, second quantity. But in the proportion we have how many quantities? 4 quantities. See, first quantity, second quantity, third quantity, fourth quantity. How many quantities we have? We have a 4 quantities. So remember the thing, in ratio we was having only 2 quantities, antecedent, consequent, means the first quantity and second quantity, that's it. But in proportion we have a 4 quantities. Remember the thing, first quantity, second quantity, third quantity, fourth quantity. So quantities are like A, B, X, Y. These are the 4 quantities, A, B, X, Y, means first quantity, second quantity, third quantity, fourth. So this will be the first quantity, this will be the second quantity, this will be the third quantity, this will be the fourth quantity. So remember the thing, whenever you will get like this in proportion, what you have to do is, you have to do the cross multiplication. Whenever you will get like this in proportion, what we have to do? We have to do a cross multiplication like this. Suppose 2x plus 4 divided by x minus 3 is equals to 8 by 7. What we are going to do here is, we are going to do a cross multiplication. Yes, we are going to do a cross multiplication, means 7 will multiply with all this 2x plus 4, and this 8 will multiply with all this x minus 3. That will happen in proportion. If you will get like this too, we are going to do the cross multiplication. So if you will do the cross multiplication, guys, what we are going to get here? A into y equals b into x. A into y equals b into x. So see, a and y, which is equals to b and x. So see, a and y is present at the end. End means it is extreme, and b and y is in, sorry, a and y is present at the end. End means it is in the extreme. A and y is present at the end. End means it is in the extreme. B and x is present in the middle. So middle means they are mean. Okay, a and y is present at the end. So a and y is called as the extreme because it is at the end. You can, okay, and b and x is at the middle. So we'll say it as a mean. So here what we can see, a and y will get multiply. Multiply means what? Product. Product of a and y is what? Extreme. So product of extreme is equals to b and x. So b and x is what? So we'll write here product of b and, sorry, a and y is extreme. A and y is extreme. So it will be like a product of extreme. Then b and x is mean. So it will become product of mean. Okay, that is the thing. Okay, so what we understand about the proportion? The first thing we understand about the proportion is, if two ratios are equal to each other, then it is called a proportion. So in proportion we have a 4 quantities: 1 quantity, quantity 2, quantity number 3, quantity 4, or first term, second term, third term, fourth term. So first term, second term, third term, fourth term. So what will happen in proportion? We know that it will become cross multiplication. In proportion, what we know that it will become the two ratios, it will become cross multiplication. So if you do the cross multiplication, a into y is equals to b into x. So a, b, x, y. See, a is the first quantity, b is the second quantity, x is the third quantity, y is the fourth quantity. So a and y is present at the end. So a and y is called as extreme. B and x is present at the middle. So b and x is called as mean. So when you will do a cross multiplication, it will become ay equals bx, means product of extreme is equals to product of mean. This will happen only in proportion. So that's why it will become a cross multiplication. So understand this. Okay, so how we will write this? So we will write like this: A is to B, means one ratio which is equals to another ratio is X is to Y. So this is how we will write in the proportion. A is to B for the first ratio, and this sign is for proportion, which is equals to X is to Y is the second ratio. Okay, fine. So see, in the examination what will happen, they will give you the three quantities, you have to find the fourth quantities. Suppose they will give the quantities are 2, just imagine 4, 6 and X, means first quantity, second quantity, third quantity, fourth quantity. Or sometimes they will give like this 2, 4, 6, they will say to find the fourth quantity. So fourth quantity means we will take the fourth quantity as X, it will become first quantity, second quantity is 4 equals to third quantity is 6, fourth quantity is X. Then we will do the cross multiplication, we will get the value of X. Understand? Yes sir. So this will happen. The first question they will ask. Second, guys, they will ask to find the mean proportion. So for finding the mean proportion, we have a formula. So understand this formula, that's it. See, mean proportion means they will give the two values. Suppose they will give the values is 3 and 75. You have to find the mean proportion for 3 and 75. What we have to do? We have to find the mean proportion for 3 and 75. What we have to do? We have to find the mean proportion for 3 and 75. So 3 I will take as A and this I will take as C. So guys, the mean proportion formula is B square equals A into C. This is the formula for mean proportion. B square equals A into C. This is the formula for mean proportion. B square equals A into C. So what you will do is, you will get B equals what? Yes, square root of A into C. So we will multiply the first value every time we will take as the A, and second value every time we will take as the C. So A into C. So 3 into 75, whatever you are getting, you have to do the square root. You will get the mean proportion. The formula is B square equals A into C. That's it. Okay, this is a formula for mean proportion. So whatever the two values we will give, they will, first value will take as a A, second value will take as a C, because you have to find the mean proportion. So mean, okay, so mean proportion B square equals A into C. Okay. Then guys, next is properties of proportion. Properties of proportion. Okay. See, properties of proportion, if we talk about the properties of proportion, so properties of a proportion have different properties. Okay, like invertendo, alternando, componendo, dividendo, componendo and dividendo, addendo, subtrahendo. So these are the properties of proportion. But guys, remember one thing, very important thing is that in examination they will not ask you like solve by subtrahendo, solved by alternando, solved by componendo and dividendo, solved by addendo. They will not say this thing. Understand? Keep in your mind. Okay. What the thing is, and they will not say you that which properties and all you have to use. So see, if the question will come for the properties of proportion, and the question they are asking, 90-95% chance is that they will ask the question from the properties of proportion. So see, we have a 7 properties. So guys, we are not going to learn all the 7 properties because it will become lengthy and it will become much more hectic. So what we are going to do is, whatever the question will come for the properties of proportion, I will tell you which type of question will be for the properties of proportion. If the question will come for properties of proportion for any properties, because first of all I will tell you why I am telling you again and again, because I am not going to teach here the properties of proportion, because it is totally not it is totally not important. Okay, for that I have find out a very short and easy tricky method, so that's why we will use that method. Okay, understand that we will use the short and tricky method. So see, properties of proportion, whatever the question will come from any properties of proportion, first thing remember in your mind is they will not say the name, like use this properties of proportion, use alternando, use comprehendo, like anything. Okay, use alternando, invertendo, they will not say. So that's why just they will give the question. So how we will get to know whether this question is the properties of proportion, and in this question only we have to use this trick. So after writing this we will do a one question of that also. Okay, so see, properties of proportion, if they will ask the question from properties of proportion, we are going to use the trial and error method. We are going to use the trial and error method. We are going to use the trial and error method. Trial and error method means we will use the options. We will substitute the options, option number A, option number B, option number C, option number D. We will substitute the option and then we will see that in which option that condition is satisfying. So that option will be the correct. So in place of learning all the 7 properties of proportion, we will just learn the trial and error method. So one trial and error method, that's it for all the 7 properties of proportion. So don't claim later that the sir has not did the properties of proportion. For properties of proportion we are using a tricky method, that is trial and error. So one trial and error method, we will use the options, which option will satisfy, that is the correct option. In place of 7 properties, only one tricky method is trial and error method. Okay, so we will do that type of question. Before going that, we have to just understand the two thing is, first is direct variation, another is indirect variation, or you can say inverse variation. See, direct variation or directly proportional, inverse variation or inversely proportional, both are same. Direct variation or directly proportional, inverse variation or inversely proportional. So see, direct variation or directly proportional means what? If one quantity is increasing, other quantity will also increase, directly proportional. Or if one quantity is decreasing, other quantities also decrease. Okay, the best example is demand and supply. Okay, if demand will increase, supply will increase. If demand will decrease, supply will decrease. Let's suppose you went for market for purchasing apple. So 1 kg of apple, not the Apple phone. If 1 kg of apple is 200 rupees, 1 kg of apple is 200 rupees. If you will increase the number of kgs of apple, so cost will also increase. So this is what? This is direct variation. Okay, or directly proportional means one quantity is increasing, other quantity will also increase. If one quantity is decreasing, other quantity will also decrease. The same example, 1 kg of apple is 200. If you will reduce the weight to like 500 gram, 300 gram, so what will happen? The price of apple will also decrease. So that is a direct variation or directly proportional. If one quantity is increasing, other quantity will also increase. If one quantity is decreasing, other quantity will also decrease. Okay, like demand supply, I have given the example of apple and the price. Okay, weight of apple will increase, so price of apple also increase. Now inverse proportion. Inverse proportion means if one quantity will increase, other quantity will decrease. Or if one quantity is decreasing, other quantity is increasing. Right? So you can say price and demand. If you are increasing the price, obviously the demand will decrease. Okay, if you are decreasing the price, obviously the demand will increase. Okay, so price and demand, inverse proportional or indirect proportional, or inverse variation, inverse proportion, indirect variation, indirect proportion, both are all are same. Okay, now suppose one example, this is your house, the sweet house, the sweet home. Okay, and this is your college which you never wants to go. Okay, just for the sake of 75% attendance you are going. Okay, so now see, this is a college to, this is a house to your college. Okay, suppose if you are going at a speed of 40, then you increase the speed to 60, then you increase the speed to 80, then you increase the speed to 100. So what is happening here? You are increasing the one quantity, means increasing the speed. What we are doing, we are increasing the speed, we are increasing the speed. So what will happen for the other quantity, means we will take the time. Other quantity is what? Other quantity is time. So what will happen for the time? Yes, time will decrease. Correct? If you will increase the speed, what will happen? Time will decrease. So that is the inverse proportional. If you will go with a 40, then 60, then 80, then 100, what is happening? The time is decreasing to reach to the college. If you will go 120, 140, so time will not decrease for reaching to the college. The time will get decreased to reach to the up. 120, 140 means your lifetime will decrease. If you are going in 40, 60, 80, 100, so the time will decrease to reach the college. If you will go 120, 140, so time will decrease, your lifetime will decrease to reach to the up. So it is inversely proportional. You will increase the speed, time will decrease. Understand? Yes, sir. Okay, now one more example, life example. Okay, so this is the example, please don't try at home. Okay. The thing is, suppose you and your favorite person. Okay. So if you are giving him the time, or if you are giving time to that person, okay, if you are giving the time to that person is also giving the time to you. So that is a direct variation. You are calling that person is also calling you, you are texting to that person is also texting you. So what is a direct variation? So both are calling, both are texting, both are chatting, both relationship is going good. So directly proportional. You are giving a more time, she is or he also is giving the more time, life is going good. Inverse proportional. Inverse proportional means you are giving the time to that person and that person interest went to other person. So means that person will not give the time to you, that person will start reducing the giving time to you. You are giving time, you are doing message, you are doing call from your side, but that person interest went to other person. So what will happen? That person will give late reply, it will not receive the call, yes, it will not text you properly. So what will happen? The interest will keep on going down, the time is keep on going less because the interest went somewhere else. So that is a indirect proportion, or they will block you. You are giving, you are texting, you are calling, that person blocked you, interest went down. So that is a inverse proportion. So this is a direct proportion and indirect proportion. You can say direct proportion or inverse proportion. Okay. Now we will do a one question which is based upon properties of proportion. Later we will do the more question. Just for understanding the concept, we will do the properties of proportion, how we are going to use the trial and error method. Let's will write the question. What must be added? What must be added to each of 6, 17, 27 and 59 so that sums are in proportion, so there are 4 options. Okay, option is 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so first of all guys, how we'll get to know that this is the properties of proportion question, and we have to apply the trial and error method. First thing, very important, if the question will be what must be added or what must be subtracted. Remember the thing, if the question is what must be added, or they can ask what must be subtracted. So this, if the word is this, what must be added or what must be subtracted, and the last is so sums are in proportion. So means if this is there, means we have to use the properties of proportion. Okay, if they suppose they will ask what must be added or what must be subtracted, in these two only they will ask one. Okay, what must be added or what must be subtracted. Okay, so if the word is must be added, must be subtracted, then are in proportion, means this is the question where we are going to use the properties of proportion. Remember the thing, right? If the question is what must be added or what must be subtracted, so are in proportion, so they are in proportion, means this is a question of properties of proportion. Here we are going to use the trial and error method. So if suppose they will ask what must be added or they will ask what must be subtracted, so we will take x, must be added or x must be subtracted, so we will take x. So guys, here the fourth proportion are given, first, second, third, fourth. The first quantity, second quantity equals to third quantity, fourth quantity. Okay, the fourth quantity is given. I have written the fourth quantity 6, 17, 27 by 59. First quantity, second quantity, third quantity, fourth quantity is given. So they add what must be added. So what must be added? X must be added. So added means we will add the x, we will add the x, we will add the x, we will add the x. So what must be added? X must be added. Same they can ask what must be subtracted. So x must be subtracted. So that time we will do minus x, minus x, minus x, minus x. Why we will subtract x? Because in the question they have asked what must be subtracted. So minus x, x must be subtracted. So minus x, minus x, minus x, minus x. Here they ask what must be added. So x must be added. So plus x, plus x, plus x, plus x. Right? Easy to write? Yes. Now we will use the trial and error method. Now we will take first 3. We will take the 3. So if you will take the 3, we will substitute 3 in place of x. So 3 means 6 plus 3, 9 by 17 plus 3, 20. So we will do 9 divided by 20. You are getting 0.45, and next side is 27 plus 3, 30 divided by 59 plus 3 is 62. So when you will do, you guys, you will get 0.48. No, so which is not equal. So 3 will not be there. Now we will take the 4. What must be added? So this x, 3, 4, 5, 6, these are the x value. If must be added means we will just plus and divide, we will see. Minus means we will do the minus, then we will divide and we will see in which the both LHS equals RHS, which satisfying the condition. Now 4 means 6 plus 4, 10. So 10 divided by 17 plus 4, 21. So 0.47. Okay, you are getting 0.47. And here is it 27 plus 4, 31 divided by 59 plus 4, 63. 0.49. So 0.49. No, both are not equal to 4 also not. Let's see for 5 number. 6 plus 5, 11. Sorry, 6 plus 5, 11 divided by 17 plus 5, 22. 0.50. Next is 27 plus 5 is 32 divided by 59 plus 5 is 64. So 0.5, yes, 0.5 is equal to 0.5. So option number 5. Okay, let us suppose for 6 also. 6 plus 6, 12, divided by 17 plus 6, 23. So you are getting 0.52, and this side is 27 plus 6, 33, divided by 59 plus 6, 65. 0.50. So it is not equal. That's it. This is called a trial and error method, in which you are getting LHS equals RHS. That is the answer. So 5 is the answer. See, easy. So first of all, how you will get to know, guys, if in the question they have given what must be added or what must be subtracted. Only they will ask the two things. What must be added or what must be subtracted. So they are in proportion. So they are in proportion. This type of words in the question means it is a properties of proportion. It is a properties of proportion. And whenever the properties of proportion will come, we are using trial and error method. We are using trial and error method. So this is like a trial and error method. First of all, we will write all the 4 proportion what is given there, and they said what must be added. So I will take x must be added, or if they will say what must be subtracted, we will take x must be subtracted. So must be added means 6 like this. Must be subtracted means it will become like this. 6 minus x by 17 minus x is equals to 27 minus x by 59 minus x. Why? Because what must be subtracted, so x must be subtracted. That's it. And what must be added means x must be added. So we have used this added, so plus, okay. And then we will use the trial and error method. No step, guys, just we have to write this much, which is belongs to the question only. Then we have to use the trial and error method, right? We will substitute the x value and then we will divide, in which the LHS equals RHS, that is the proportion, because what we know in proportion, when two ratios are equal to each other, that is the proportion. So in which LHS equals RHS, that is the correct answer, that is the correct option. So option number C, that is the easy. So in place of learning all the 7 properties of proportion, we will just learn the one trial and error method, and it's very easy. 10 seconds you can find, guys. 40 seconds you will find the answer. See, 30-40 seconds you will get the answer. So who cares that you have to learn all the 7 properties of proportion? Difficult. And in the question they will not say that use these properties of proportion. So directly we will see the question. If the question word is must be added, must be subtracted, so they are in proportion. So that word will be there, means we are using the properties of proportion. The properties of proportion means trial and error method. Directly substitute and we'll get the answer. So guys, this is the done for the concept of ratios and proportion. So once again I am saying you, whichever the thing I am skipping, whichever I am not touching, whichever I am not doing, or I am telling the shortcut for any other topics, so please use that only. Okay, easily guys, you will score marks. So guys, this is the done. Just keep on doing the revision for this. Next video we will bring the almost 40 to 50 questions of ratio and proportion. The important questions already appeared in the previous year and the highly expected questions. So all these questions we are going to bring in the next video. Almost 40 to 50 sums will be there. So it will be interesting, and next video that we will solve the ratios and proportion sums. So thank you guys. Bye bye and take care. We'll meet in the next video.